Did you ever compare yourself to somebody and completely feel like giving up? I did. I want to tell you the story of this, and I want to break that forever for you. So this is my guy. This is Sting. He is a genius who is so high that just being around him made me realize how far from being a genius I am. So this goes back a couple of years. I had been booked to do this really fancy private show in Italy. I'm doing the sound check, and then up walks Sting. I'm like, and he'd also been booked to play at this show. And I was like, oh my God, oh my God. I didn't want to sound check in front of him. I didn't want him to hear me. I spent the whole day so insecure around this living legend. Then it comes, I've got to do my show immediately before his. So I'm doing my set and then he's going to come on right after. I've got to introduce him. I do this set. I'm so nervous. I mess up everything. All the notes go bad, everything. It's just like one of the worst shows I've done. And he's standing there at the side of the stage watching the whole thing. And I'm like, oh God, it's just so embarrassing. Then I introduce him and I'm like, ladies and gentlemen, the greatest musician of all time, blah, blah, blah. He came on stage with his back to the audience. He says to me, what song do you want? And I said, Walking on the Moon. And he starts playing the opening riff. I was like, oh my God, this is so cool. And then he looks at me and he says, hey, not bad for a couple Northern boys, huh? And then turns around and starts playing. And it was the first time all day I sat there, Sting's like 6 feet in front of me. I'm sitting on the piano and I'm looking out and I can see the back of him as he's singing my favorite song, and all this mountain range in Italy. And I suddenly realized, wait a minute, I'm here too. We are a couple boys from the north. I was chatting to him afterwards and he says, you know the only difference between me and you? I was like, I know a lot of differences between me and you. He's like, no, you can sing, I can sing. You can play an instrument, I can play an instrument. The difference between me and you is Every Breath You Take, Desert Rose, Shape of You, Roxanne. He was like, you need to lock yourself in a room and write the greatest music of all time. And I was like, wow. And that is all it is. That stuck with me. It's one of the most poignant things in my life because it's so funny. I open my Instagram now and I have so many DMs from people who feel like they're not worthy. And oh my gosh, I just hope one day I can play like you and I can be like you. And I'm like, dude, you're already there. What do you think a musician is? A musician is somebody who works on their craft. Be a musician. You can do it now. That's a decision. It's followed by doing something. And if you keep on doing something, eventually you become the most glorious version of you. I'm still on that journey. I'll still be there for a long time. But you know, Sting's like 70 now, so I've got some time to get there. Point of this story is if you're sitting there and you've got anything going on, just start, just do it. Life is short. And I've been fortunate to meet a lot of my heroes now. And I've realized they're just people who really work on their craft. That's the person I think deep down probably everybody wants to be. Hope it helps.